Welcome everyone, I'm your host GeoSage. I've always been a fan of Yokai Watch, one of the greatest pocket monster games ever released, the simple adventures of Nate Adams exploring the world of yokai all around him. This game series is one of my favorites of all time. And ever since I was a wee maggot playing this game, I've had a question on my mind. Can you beat Gargaros the first time you meet him? The rules here are straightforward. We are allowed to use any feature the game has in order to defeat Gargaros on our first encounter with him. Said first encounter comes right before the end of Chapter 2, meaning we won't have much time to build up a team. However, if we play our cards right, it might just be possible. Ready? Then let's begin! There are two things that we need to accomplish in order to defeat Gargaros. First, we need to get yokai with high enough ranking to face down Gargaros, because no matter how you cut it, a team full of Cadens and Pandals won't be getting the job done. Second off, we are going to need to level up our team, but we'll deal with the problem in a moment. First things first, it's recruiting time. From the very beginning, we start with Caden and Boohoo. From there, we are turned loose to find 3 more yokai. However, there is a specific gimmick given right away. The first yokai you battle after Boohoo, you are guaranteed to befriend. On its own, this quirk isn't very useful, but combined with another mechanic, it suddenly becomes critical to this run's success. Now, let's talk about Snartle. He's the earliest S-rank yokai you can find. A powerful mini-boss who, under normal circumstances, is a challenge to beat until the late game. However, using the efficient way of EXP grinding we will soon discuss, you are more than able to power level Caden and Boohoo to level 40 or so, and then befriend Snartle. While that fills out one of our yokai slots, we still have 5 more to go. While we could hypothetically fill all those slots with more Snartles, he is one of the lowest percentage chances of being befriended in the whole game. And besides that, there is a much quicker, much more fun way to get S-rank yokai, and all it takes is for us to gamble our life away. You see, after beating the prologue of the game, the Crank-a-kai unlocks, giving us access to 9 new possible S-rank yokai. Granted, with the probability of getting 5 of them with regular coins being very low, we will need a little something more. We're going to need to break out our secret weapon, 5-star coins. These magical coins have a high chance of giving us S-rank yokai, and using codes that are easily found on the internet, we are able to quickly fill out the rest of our team. The team I decided to go with was largely determined by the RNG that the Crank-a-kai gave me, and I ended up with Snartle and 2 Crunch in the front for a powerful, all-out offensive strike early on. The back row then included Golden Yawn, with the highest available defense stats, and 2 Shadow Venoks on the side. This powerful combination works to use the Shadow Venok's abilities, which prevents them from getting targeted by attacks unless they are the last on the field, overall making Golden Yawn tank all the blows. Additionally, Shadow Venok can heal up his allies. With the powerful offensive strike force up front and a nice defensive line in back, we have a team that should be more than capable of taking on Gargaros. Now that we've assembled a team, we are going to need to get them leveled up. And while I'm not completely opposed to the idea of grinding for countless hours to get this team powerful enough to stand a chance, there is a better way, and it's thanks to this guy. Let's back up for a second. You see, Yokai Watch has a feature called the Yokai Cam, a fun minigame that allows you to take pictures of people around you and see what yokai are hanging around them. And as a bonus, there are 64 different quests that the game gives you. For example, if you take a picture of a legendary yokai on the right day that the quest is active, you succeed. And if you do this, you get a reward. Abdallah Smash has a detailed guide on this, and I'll link that in the description, so if you're interested in this topic, give it a watch. But as for the TLDR, the face shown here has good odds of summoning a legendary yokai. If you abuse 3DS time travel to get quests requesting legendary yokai, and then snap this guy's face in the camera, your reward is 5 holy X orbs, the fastest way to level up in the game. Think rare candy from Pokemon, only instead of giving a set amount of levels, it gives a set amount of experience that almost always amounts to more than one level, especially early on. To time travel and then snap the correct yokai takes about 5 minutes, and that's about 100,000 EXP points, which divided throughout the entire party is over 16,000 points for each yokai per 5 minutes. By doing this for the course of an hour or two, you're going to be able to get your party into Oni fighting shape. I ended up leveling my party up to about level 90, give or take, feeding the most EXP to Snartle and Golden, since they are going to be the MVPs of this fight. Though under normal circumstances you wouldn't need to be leveled quite so high, the amount of equipment and good healing items we have for this party is limited. I do spend what money I can on sea urchins, one of the cheaper foods available that heals a decent amount of HP, especially for Golden Young. I also have a handful of medicine in my inventory, and a talisman or two if needed. Overall, our bag isn't full of anything too incredible, but hopefully it'll be enough to get the job done. So, you might have noticed that I haven't shown many gameplay scenes in this video so far. The simple reason for this is that, well, I couldn't find a capture card for the 3Ds. That said, I was able to record the video showing my attempt, but I had to do so using my phone. Thus, the quality of this video isn't going to be anything to write home about. But it's better to give it a shot and have it not turn out great than to just not make it. At least that's what I figured. Without further ado, let me finally answer the question this whole video has been leading up to. Now we simply wait. Alright. And there you have it. Proof you can indeed beat Gargaros on your first encounter. And if you were wondering, well, this is what happens in the story after you defeat Gargaros. And of course, what we're all waiting for. Yeah, the cutscene doesn't change at all. Yeah, it seems that everyone is so shocked that you managed to beat the Oni Nightmare that they simply block it from their memory. But despite that, we now know in our hearts that Gargaros can indeed be beaten the first time you see him in Yokai Watch. Thank you all for joining me on my very first journey, and seeing if I, a simple insect, can conquer a video game made for children. And let me know if you have any ideas for challenge runs you'd like to see in the comments below, Yokai Watch related or not. And also, if you know of any places I could get a 3DS capture card, that would be nice. And if you'd like to follow my future adventures in facing off against arbitrary challenges, please subscribe. For now, farewell.
Yeah!